Hi everyone, welcome to EDU110 Introduction to Early Childhood. My name is Dr. Andrea Burnell and I will be your instructor for the next 6 weeks. Welcome to the course. I'm really excited to see a whole new group of students. This is the first time in a while I haven't had any students that I've had in repeated courses, so I'm very excited to get to know a whole new group of people. Very exciting to me. So if you haven't had a chance, there is an announcement, the Meet Your Instructor announcement, and in it I give you information about my office hours, how to get in touch with me. Always feel free to reach out at any time. The best way is to send me an email, and I will typically get back to you within a few hours at most. You should hear back to me at maximum within 24 hours. If you don't hear back from me, send the email again to make sure it went through. I will always be able to set up a time to speak with you even outside of my regular office hours. So please know I'm here to support you, and I really, really do want you to be successful in this class. So in this class, we're going to be talking about a broad range of early childhood topics, from just the basics about early childhood to looking specifically at infants and toddlers, preschoolers, and kindergartners. We're going to be talking about cultural awareness and diversity. And we're going to be talking about both state and national early childhood standards. So it's a pretty broad range. Please know that in this course, because of when it's being offered, the requirement for your observation is a little bit different than it may have been if you've had peers who've also taken this class. You read the instructions carefully, because the assignment now, you will have to choose, I believe it's 3 videos, and you will have to then do an observation based on videos. We did this this past spring as a result of the COVID school closures, and it was successful. So we're hoping that because schools some are open, some are not, it might be difficult to find places to observe in the summer, that there's open summer programming. We don't know what's going to happen in September. So we're going with that same video observation format. Be in touch if you have any questions. For this week, you have a couple of assignments. First of all, just to remind you, this is your textbook. This is what it looks like. So everybody should have access to a copy of this. You're going to be asked to read 3 chapters this week, and then there's lots of supplemental information posted underneath the 3-chapter assignment. I would suggest that you poke through it. You might enjoy the PowerPoints, or you may find some of the videos to dig a little bit deeper into some of the topics that we're talking about, and it will support what you've read in your textbook. So for your first assignment, you are going to be talking about your personal philosophy of education. What I would ask you to do is, as you are doing that, make sure that you tie it to what you have learned, either through your readings, the supplementary material, through other research you've done, and also, if you have experience, tie it to your personal experiences. You can write a paper, and if it is a paper, it should be in APA format, or you can choose to create a presentation. I give some examples and links how to do it in the assignment. Just be careful to review the rubric before you do any assignment to make sure you don't leave out any kind of critical component. And that if you're doing a presentation, you are expected to have a narration with that presentation. If you have any questions, again, reach out to me and I would be happy to have a conversation with you about that. I don't want you to be confused about how to complete the assignments. And I do want you to stretch yourself a little bit and maybe try a different way of doing your assignments than you have in the past. The other thing that you will be asked to do is to participate in our classroom discussion. Classroom discussions are extremely important in asynchronous online classes. That's how we engage with each other, and that's how we do a lot of our learning. So be sure that you post your initial response to the prompt promptly, a little redundant, and that you don't save your responses to your peers until last thing on Saturday. It does not give you a chance to be able to respond back and forth with your peers and have a discussion. So remember, this is an asynchronous class. I'm not asking you to do this at a particular time of day to engage with your colleagues and with your peers, but I do want you to do it throughout the week so we can make sure it's a really rich, robust conversation. You should also make sure that, especially in your initial response to the prompt, that you use in-text citations and references so we know where you got some of your ideas from, that you use appropriate citations. And then, very important for this first week, make sure you introduce yourselves and talk a little bit about why you are choosing to be a teacher. If you're not an education major, tell us why you chose to take this course and what your major is. We want to get to know each other a little bit. So I think that's all I have for you this week. I will post a video announcement every week. I will go over my any questions that came up as a result of my grading your assignments. I will typically go over if there were any common misunderstandings or if there was something that was really notable in all of my reviews of your assignments. And then I'll give you a little bit of a preview about your expectations for the next week. And I will have that posted for you every week. So I'm looking forward to getting to know all of you. Reach out if you have any issues. And this should be a really, really fun time that we have for the next 6 weeks. And we should have a good time learning. Early childhood is my passion. And I'm hoping that will come through as we start having our discussions and we start working together. Have a great, great week. Bye-bye.